This peculiar-looking security guard has a special skill. She can smell the scent of crime on people. One day, she stopped a man and asked her colleague to search his bag, but they found nothing. Just as the man was about to leave, she asked him to hand over his phone. Then, she carefully sniffed it. The man immediately became nervous. Sure enough, they found a memory card inside the phone. The man quickly snatched it and shoved it into his mouth. Her colleague quickly restrained him and managed to pry the memory card out of his mouth. It turned out the card was full of criminal videos involving harm to children. The woman had an extraordinary sense of smell, which made her extremely efficient at her security work. In addition to that, she could also sense people's emotions. Because of her unusual appearance, Annie was ridiculed and bullied as a child. No one wanted to talk to her, so she adopted a homeless man, providing him with free food and clothing, just so she could have someone by her side for companionship. One day, her boss called her into the office and gave her a new assignment. It turned out the man Annie had caught earlier was only selling videos, and the real criminal was someone else. By analyzing the man's phone, they identified a suspicious location. So, they went to this place. Suddenly, Annie smelled a sleazy scent. The smell was coming from a man riding a bicycle. They immediately followed him. Annie sniffed around the house, and the scent of crime grew stronger. Then, a woman suddenly opened the door, and the suspicious man came out. But since they didn't have a search warrant, Annie and her colleague had no choice but to leave for the time being. They continued to watch the house from the outside. Finally, when the suspect left, they quickly broke into the house and began searching. Annie first smelled the scent of a baby. She entered the room and found only a crib. The child was gone. Then, she sniffed around carefully. On a trophy, she smelled something disgusting. When she opened it, she discovered it was a camera, which contained a complete recording of the man's crime against the child. It was truly sickening. With solid evidence, the man was quickly arrested and taken to the police station. Annie resumed her normal work. One day, during a routine inspection, Annie once again smelled a strong scent of crime. This feeling had never been so intense. She soon locked her eyes on a man, but when she saw the man's face, Annie was shocked.